What's up, everyone? It's Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. I'm in the house. How's everyone doing? I hope all is well. The NBA crowned the Warriors as champions tonight. The Warriors finished their business on the road in Boston, and Steph Curry was absolutely astonishing. As always, when isn't he? He bounced back from a poor shooting night, and Curry was cooking tonight. He was amazing once again, and for a very long time, I've appreciated watching him. You have to appreciate this man's career. Um, he's just a fun and exciting player to watch. And on the big stage, been there so many times, this was a familiar scene for the Golden State Warriors. Having been there so many times, this Warriors team, including Steph Curry, they knew what it took to win. See, tonight you saw experience versus inexperience, And that's not to take anything away from Boston, because the Celtics, they earned that spot to play in the NBA Finals. They clearly earned it, or else they wouldn't have been there. But the Celtics are still growing. Those guys are young, So it was inexperience and youth versus experience. And the Warriors have veteran players, and this was their fourth championship title in 8 years. What this does, this cements Steph Curry's legacy, and it validates, everything this team has accomplished. It validates the dynasty now. So what are you gonna say about Steph Curry now? Because after the game, he was named the Finals MVP, and rightfully so. Now I know I said Andrew Wiggins could have stolen it from him, but Steph Curry had eye-popping numbers throughout this entire series, and tonight he willed his team to victory. For Boston, this is gonna sting a bit, but what an absurd and an improbable run for these Celtics over the past 4 months. This team completely turned their season around. It was just a wild roller coaster ride, and they truly revealed who they were. And a lot of that was a reflection of their coach, Udoka. He's a tough-minded coach, preaches the importance of defense, and you saw that with the Celtics team. This Celtics team built their championship aspirations on the strength of their top-flight defense and their explosive play. They have two of the best wing players in the game today, and that's Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. But what plagued them more than anything was the fact that they couldn't take care of the basketball. They had too many turnovers, way too many turnovers. And having 24 turnovers in a game is not going to win you many basketball games. So the Celtics, they had to clean up the number of turnovers, and they couldn't do that. And, that's why you saw what you saw from the Celtics. And then also Tatum had his shooting woes in this series. And his shortcomings, also hindered his team's ability to score the way they would have liked to, But this is going to sting for a while for the Celtics, but they'll be back. Even if you listen to Draymond Green after the game, he said they'll be back. No doubt about it. I heard the conversation with one of the players after the game, and I think he was talking to Jason Tatum. But Curry is universally loved by the masses, And you saw that tonight, because how can you not love this player? This guy changed the game. He revolutionized the game of basketball with his ability to launch 3-point shots from the logo, to knock down threes from deep. You know, he's a pure marksman. He's clearly the purest shooter in the NBA, the best shooter in NBA history. You know, I don't think anyone can deny that. You know, and I think, you know, he's only going to continue to get better. We definitely could put him in the conversation as one of the top 10 players in this league. He definitely cemented his legacy. You know, now you can't knock him because he doesn't have a finals MVP, because now he does have a final MVP. And, you know, Boston, man, of all places, the ovation for Curry being announced as the finals MVP, it took over TD Garden tonight, drowning out the boos, which was extremely amazing, you know. And for Jason Tatum, I feel very bad for Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is a great player, not a great finisher, not good with taking care of the basketball. He has to do a better job, stop avoiding turnovers. Maybe it was fatigue with him. I really don't know what it was. Maybe it was jitters. Maybe it was, you know, too big of a stage for him at this moment. You know, but let's be honest. Tatum looked more like a 2 instead of a 1. You know, all serious against the Warriors. And, you know, he just didn't shoot the ball consistently well. He struggled shooting the ball. There was times to me that Jaylen Brown was the better player. When you look at the numbers and everything. But there's plenty of time for Tatum to grow into his prime, to morph into this superstar player. But he definitely has the tools to be great, because he's an explosive scorer when he wants to be, and he could turn it on. I apologize for the noise. That's my daughter in the background. But, you know, he took some steps forward this postseason, helped lead his team to the NBA Finals. He wasn't bad. He just wasn't great, you know. But again, the Warriors, congratulations to the Warriors on another championship. The Warriors are again NBA champions, conquering the Boston Celtics in 6 games with a 103-90 victory in Game 6, you know. And Curry, he finished tonight with 34 points in the game. How incredible is it to see the Warriors back on the mountaintop? Considering where this team was 2 years ago, dealing with injuries, Klay Thompson rupturing his ACL, you know, Kevin Durant leaves in free agency, you know, Curry was able to win back-to-back titles with Kevin Durant on the team. Then, you know, he wins a championship without KD. So this championship means a lot more. It means a lot more in the sense that now you can say that Curry has validated his, you know, his legacy. He has cemented his status as one of the all-time greats, doing it without Kevin Durant. And you all know how I feel about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's one of the greatest players to play in this game today. No question about it. No doubt about it at all. You can't deny that either. But usually a dynasty doesn't last as long as this one has. It's an enduring dynasty. It has continued on. You know, players usually leave. You deal with injuries, players leaving free agency. Just incredible stuff. Really, really incredible stuff. And this team has a lot to be proud of. It was great to see uh, Steph Curry exchange hugs with his dad after the game. Dale Curry came onto the court. His wife was there. She came onto the court. They were hugging each other. It was just a beautiful scene after that game all the way around. It was lovely. It was just great to watch. And I believe I saw a stat earlier somewhere that the Celtics, that the Warriors became the first team to win an NBA Finals in Boston with a win over the Celtics since the 1985 Los Angeles Lakers did it. So, they put themselves in the history book with this one. Just a well played game by the Warriors. The Warriors, they weren't the most talented team, but they played a collective brand of basketball. They came together as a team, and they beat a Celtics team, a team that a lot of people felt was more complete, was more balanced. Because when you look at the makeup of the team, they had incredible defense, and they played the game with toughness, and they brought the physicality, they brought the energy, and that's how we define the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics had the complete package as a team. And they probably would have been impossible to stop if they didn't have all them damn turnovers. But apparently, they like to eat apple turnovers. I guess they're tasty to them, and they were just turning over the ball too much, committing careless turnovers, and it cost them. And of course, the Warriors, being as good of a team they are, they would capitalize on those mistakes, and they would turn those turnovers into fast and easy points on the other end of the floor. And that's what we were seeing in this series. And even when Boston made that late push, that late run, they kept cutting into the lead, and the Warriors would just respond. They would knock down big three, or Curry would, drive through traffic and finish at the basket and attack the rim, or he'll knock down outside shot. Every time Boston would make the game interesting and would cut it to the deficit, the Warriors would respond and put a stop to it. And that building was so quiet. The fans were just stunned, But congratulations to the Golden State Warriors. Congratulations to Steph Curry, the man who has changed the game of basketball forever. And, now we can put him up there with the LeBron Jameses. I had already put him up there, but a lot of people didn't. Now we could put him up there with the LeBron Jameses. We could put him up there with the Kobe Bryants, the Michael Jordans, some of the greatest names in the league, So it was an amazing series, and now the NBA has come to an end. That's that, until next season. It was a great NBA 75 this year. But I'll see you guys later. Please, please do me a huge favor and be kind enough to subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. If you guys have a video you guys want me to do, just hit me up, let me know, and I'll be down to do it. I talk baseball, talk football, talk basketball, talk mostly just about everything. Yeah, I'll see you guys most likely in another video tomorrow. Take care, everyone.